Lee isn't too far off when he told me how Luke still acted like some young hotshot bachelor. Here we go. Hello, Dawn here. Welcome back to some more of the letter. If you're new here, then check out the other videos of this game, as well as subscribe if you enjoy this video. Anyway, let's get into it. And I kind of left on a cliffhanger, I think. Yep. Johannes restrains her, taking care not to unnecessarily harm the pregnant woman, but that does little to deter her rage, and the man has no choice but to let her go, lest an unborn child is hurt. Although it might be too late for that, as I see an emptied glass of wine in her hand. How much has she imbibed in?
Are you feeling ill, Rochelle? Perhaps you need to sit down and...
No! Shut it, you munter! I ain't talking to you! I'm talking to this scumbag over here! You bloody bastard standing there with your smarmy smile!
She interrupts me, jabbing her finger in my direction before she rounds on Luke. Even as whispers and murmurs break out among the guests, all I can focus on is the heat of the moment. Hardly intoxicated, judging by the smell of alcohol on her breath. I'm not ticked off about this little display of hers, at least not yet. But I am absolutely pissed by the fact that she'd endanger her own baby by drinking. There is a considerable amount of restraint and grace that I must exercise while I wait for her tantrum to subside, and keep a patient, if tight smile on my face. Luke's expression, on the other hand, is indecipherable.
Watch your tongue! You're on thin ice, Rochelle!
What is up with Luke as well?
Where's your husband? Who even invited you?
I did.
And I told you with great emphasis not to. Now we have a drunk, hormonal, pregnant woman causing a stir.
Oh wait, Rochelle, I never recognized that name. That's the wife or fiance, I guess it's wife, of Lee, I think was his name. We were just literally talking to him not too long ago, at least in the last video.
What is even going on?
I'm just about to ask the exact same thing.
I don't know. But Rochelle, do calm down before you hurt yourself. I can't understand a word you're saying.
Where is that husband of yours? Lee! Collect your wife right now!
Don't you fucking talk like I'm not here and you're not responsible, you ass! You told me that I should wait for you in the gardens!
Excuse me. What is this nonsense you're going on about?
Crazy talk! That's all it is! Just completely and utterly mad!
So he was gone for such a long time, and then there's her claiming that he told her to meet her in the gardens.
Has anyone seen the Chief Inspector?
I am pregnant with your little bastard. You promised me you'll take responsibility.
No way. And again,
God damn it, Luke. I finally got you to talk to me after months of silence, and you do this to me!
What?
What do you mean you're pregnant with... Luke, is this true?
Lies and slander, woman! Security! Johannes, take her out of here before she makes an even bigger fool of herself!
No, you do not do this to me! I was so ready to leave my stupid oaf of a husband. I told you to leave that damn wife of yours. Look at her. Does she look like she wants a baby?
She does. Actually, she's been talking about it so much that she does want one.
Does she look like she could take care of a baby?
Okay, that's a completely different story, different topic for that one. It is now that Johannes returns with security along with a concerned-looking Officer Lee. They surround her and move to escort the hysterical woman. Judging by his pale face, he has heard the whole thing, and I feel nothing but pity for the man.
I'm so sorry for her behaviour. She's been under a lot of stress. And the alcohol. Talking nonsense, that's all it is. You're not allowed to drink because of the baby, Shelley. What are you thinking?
Nothing to see here, people. Move along.
Is there really nothing here but ramblings of a drunk? Yes, that's right. There's no way that what Rochelle says is the truth. What she says doesn't match up. I know Luke. If such a scandalous meeting are to be arranged, he won't do it in such an exposed place, especially not near his precious flowers. He definitely won't promise responsibility over a child unless it can be helped. Guys, Luke will never go so far as to sleep with another woman, right? Okay, fine, who am I kidding? If I'm to be completely honest with myself, he might cheat. With a bit of temptation and a bit of alcohol, he just might. And doesn't that just make my blood boil to even think of the slightest possibility of infidelity? Lee isn't too far off when you told me how Luke still acted like some young hotshot bachelor. Here we go, I'm gonna save it. Perhaps a break is needed. I need to work for my happy ending. Now I don't know. So curious of which one to do. Considering I don't like Luke, maybe Marianne had a point. If I am frustrated, if I am unhappy, maybe a break is needed. Some time apart might just be what the doctor ordered. Let me see what's the relationship. Minus Luke, I can't figure it. Time apart to clear our heads and to think for ourselves, or for myself to be exact. But looking at this mess before me just brings me nothing but distress. I feel a bit nauseous actually, now that I think about it. Luke's too busy making a scene to notice, and a concerned Becky pulls me to the side. She looks as disturbed as I am by this sudden turn of events. Probably not a big fan of drama. Definitely not used to it, at any rate. Not surprising as her parents were lovely yet simple people.
Hey, I figured you could use the save. You looked like you weren't doing too hot back there.
Well, no shit.
Do we need to call a doctor or something?
Oh no, I'll just be needing some fresh air, that's all. Some help getting out of here would be much appreciated.
Sure, that won't be a problem. I wanted to get away from this drama too anyway. Hey, Zachary! Hey, Zach!
With the mention of his name, I can't help but see him out in the crowd as he makes his way over. They know each other.
Becca, this is a real hey, Miss Wright.
If I'm to assign a random number to dictate the odds of having two of my acquaintances know each other, I'd say the odds are 1 out of 1,000. And if this is any other situation, I would have been suspicious. It isn't completely impossible to have two random strangers who I've met on separate occasions to know each other. And what will be complete random happenstance. It's just that it's been faked before to try and dupe me because of who I am and who I'm married to. Right now, coincidence or not, I'm just grateful for the help, as long as this doesn't turn out into a kidnapping anyway.
Hello, Zachary. I told you to call me Hannah. Did I not?
Yeah, you did. So this is what you called me for. We gonna get Hannah out of here?
I can see that they're friends. Not terribly close ones, but friends nonetheless.
That'd be great.
They make quick work of getting us through the crowd. The people part because of Zachary's broad build, even if they want to approach me. If that is enough, Becky's pointed glares keep them at bay. Oh, joy nighttime. Evening. We even make it out of the ballroom without any untoward incident. Though judging from the commotion in the other room, the same cannot be said about the unexpected eviction. I really do need the fresh air. I need to be away from these noisy parkers. I need to be away from Luke. This is a good start as any.
Hey, I gotta go back in there. Completely forgot my bag like an airhead, and I'll see if I can tag Ash on the way out. You'll be fine here, right, Hannah?
Not to worry, dearie. I'll just be right here.
Zach will be with you if you need anything.
Vicky balks at the idea of going back into the ballroom. Anyone who hasn't yet would have realized I am gone by now, and those busybodies will be gossiping about how I left the building with two unknowns. Along with what just transpired, both the stories, both inaccurate and made up, will spread by the night's end. It all mattered very little in the grand scheme of things, of course. I won't even bother to try and quell them by returning to the fray. That leaves me
Zachary?
I wonder what's gonna happen between them.
Yeah, you need something?
I was only going to say how nice it is to see you again.
Oh, okay.
You can see the tension in the line of his shoulders. Odd how awkward he is when this isn't our first meeting. We have met on professional terms, certainly, but I'd like to think I was friendly. Nonetheless, I do not push the issue about the apparent discomfort when we were left alone. Not right away, at any rate. I know my curiosity will get the better of me soon. Before I can say anything, however, he speaks
You
up.
okay there, Hana? I mean, of course you're not okay after what happened in there. I mean, that was terrible. But you're not gonna just fall
sorry.
down and faint or anything, right?
I'm fine. Thank you for your concern. I should be asking you the same thing. I remember you being a lot more eloquent.
Oh, yeah. I'm just not too good with staying too long in a crowded room.
Oh, I feel you, Zach. I feel you.
Or handling intense drama, you know? Sorry about my clothes. Didn't think there'd be a dress code. Not that I have anything that nice to wear to a shindig like this. I dig nice, small, simple parties, so this is a real doozy for me.
And do you host your own nice, small, and simple parties often?
Only when there's occasion, birthdays and stuff. Those are a lot more fun for me, and I can be a lot more selective about letting only the people I'm cool with attend, right? I get to pick the food too. Of course, I make most of them myself. There's usually a dozen people or less, and all we really do is just hang out. Maybe do some grilling, karaoke, dancing, you know, the usual.
That sounds nice.
Yeah. You sure you're all right? You aren't exactly being eloquent yourself, as you put it. You must have something you want to get off your chest.
I don't know, Zachary. What am I supposed to say?
You can scream Merd if you want. I won't snitch.
You want to know what I think? How I feel? I think my friend may have slept with my husband. At least, I'm pretty sure she isn't pregnant with his baby, which isn't much now, is it? My husband is a selfish, pretentious, bloody sack of shite, and you know what? I don't give a flying fuck anymore! My God!
Go off, Hannah.
Well, that ain't good. Not giving a crap won't make the problem go away.
I'm going to ask him for a break, Zachary. I'm not going to pretend that there isn't a problem, but I just need to step back.
Fair enough. As long as you don't just up and disappear on him, I suppose.
Yes. Now can we please stop talking about him? Tell me more about your small, simple parties. Karaoke and dancing. How does that even go together?
It's simple, really. We hope Ash doesn't take the mic, put on a bit of fun music, and just dance. Not that I can, but there ain't nothing complex about it.
You can't be that bad.
I'm pretty good with the twist. Or that's what they tell me, at least. I think they're just being nice. I'm sure it just looks awkward.
Ooh, here we go. More decisions. My throat is really dry. Should I let him prove it? I don't know, I kind of want to see him dance. Okay, I kind of want to see him dance. I know I don't need to know about the cooking. I don't know.
I've learned that men tend to exaggerate. You can't honestly be that bad, can you?
Zachary's is so high.
What? Do you need a demonstration?
That would be preferable, yes.
It's not like there's music here, Hana. Come on. I can barely dance with music, and I don't want to be dancing alone. I'll just look silly.
Imagine, mon ami. You are an artiste, are you not? With your photos and films and your guitar, you must know notes to play an instrument. Find a melody and a beat. Would it be such a stretch of the imagination? And don't fret, I will gladly be your partner.
You can tell by his expression that he's flushed, embarrassed. But no more protests escape him as he focuses with a slight tilt of his head. Then he starts to hum a little tune. I drag him into the gardens while we go the gardens. I know I'm looking too far into that, but I forgot her name, Roselle, or she mentioned the gardens. So I might just be looking too. I'm probably just looking too much into that. I drag him to the gardens while we go through the motions, and he gains courage the farther we are from the other people. Aww, and we just dance. Though he stumbles at first, unsure and bashful.
Where did you even learn to dance, Zach? The 60s want their moves back, honestly.
The college of two left feet, obviously. And I'll have you know the twist is still an awesome dance.
We're happy, we're having fun. Even if Zachary fumbles with his steps and did the funniest, oddest movements that anyone can pass off as dancing. There's no need to impress anyone, however, not even each other. I'm expecting something to happen, because every time we've had one of these scenes, not ignoring the Rochelle one, every time we've had one of these scenes, there's always been that woman coming back and doing something. And this is the most I've smiled and laughed in a long time. It is simple. Simple is nice. Oh, nothing happened. Nothing happened that time. I wish the same can be said about what I'm about to do. Simple isn't the adjective I would use to describe the task at hand, because really, how does one tell their husband that they want to separate and say that, no, this is not a divorce? Not yet, at least. The possibility is there. But still, how am I even to explain that to Luke without him throwing a fit? Cutting too deeply into my sausages, I open my mouth to excuse myself. That is, until I spy Luke mashing and stirring his poached egg with a fork like a petulant child. He has been silent all the while, chin in his hand and elbow resting on the table. I worry that my absence after the debacle may have caused more harm than good.
Luke?
It's not you, okay? It's not you, okay, it's you. So that's the achievement there? Okay.
I think we need a bit of a break. You know, some time apart.
In my words, he grows still and silent. I'm not quite sure whether I should be worried or not. Take it as my cue to keep talking.
It's not permanent or anything like that. Just for a while.
To be fair, isn't that how a lot of people say that?
In a few days, perhaps. I was thinking I can move back into our penthouse in the meantime, but I won't be moving out right away, so that I can help settle everything here. And I haven't even thought of packing yet. And I'll want to ask Johans to assign some of our staff. Unless you want the penthouse anyway, then I'll stay here instead.
No, you take the penthouse. It'll be easier for you.
It isn't supposed to be this easy, is it? Can you really react so aloof to it? Oh, that's another sign that he probably is cheating, and he might do more cheating with you gone.
Isn't this to your liking? I imagine that you'd like the space and independence. You'll have the bed and covers to yourself, and you can have whatever you want prepared for meals. You can even have all the wine you want, though I'd rather that you don't.
This isn't about that, Hana. Well, it's partly that, but...
The man stops playing with his food, choosing instead to push the plate aside.
What's wrong, Luke?
He slumps back in his chair and just stops short of putting his feet up on the table. I suspect he's wanting some wine or absinthe by now, but any sort of alcohol suspiciously absent in his hands.
Aside from that disaster yesterday and you telling me you want a divorce, everything is peachy keen.
She never actually said the word. Though, like I said, anytime anyone says, oh, it's some time apart, it's going to end up with a divorce by the end.
Will you want me to start in the letters then? To start the divorce settlements and whatnot? Will you be seeking ways to throw me out onto the street without a penny to my name?
No, Luke, this isn't a divorce. I just told you this is only temporary. Are you really having a sulk because of what she said yesterday?
I am having a sulk because you believe her. You stormed out and now you're asking for us to split up? Soon enough, you'll want to throw me out like I'm a piece of trash.
Maybe he didn't. I'm having second thoughts now. Oh no. I mean, I still hate Luke, but maybe he... Thinking about it... Is he selfish? Yes, but I do think that now that I think about it, he really wouldn't, would he? Is he an asshole? Yes, but not enough of an asshole to cheat on her. I don't know.
Do you think I would be this calm if I believed her, Lucille Mitchell right?
His name's Lucille. Sorry.
Because believe me, if I did, well, it wouldn't be pretty. Besides, I know how you feel about children. It makes a whole statement laughable.
Right. Oh, whatever. Oh, damn.
Sure, whatever you say.
He didn't do anything. His mouth draws into a thin line, and I can't bring myself to comment on his half-hearted reply. To me, the silence of Hollis feels oppressive. It only emphasizes the wall that has been built up by my absence and his hubris, and it looms between us, keeping us apart.
When are you leaving? In a week?
It won't take that long to pack. After All Saints, perhaps? I'll go and inform the staff of this.
He only nods. And I'd be lying if I said that it didn't disappoint me. I expected more resistance. The man could be stubborn as a mule if he wants to be. Perhaps I can leave now just to spite him. But that isn't like me. Even if this does end in a divorce, the thing we both surely wish to avoid, we can still leave on amicable terms. There's no point in making a mountain out of them all.
What are you still doing here? Just leave. You still have some packing to do, don't you? Go ahead. I won't stop you.
Go ahead and do nothing. There isn't much to do, it seems, whenever I step up to the plate and try to take responsibility for something. That's because everything is already being handled by someone hired specifically for that job, and with Johans overseeing the staff and Luke handling everything else as a whole, that doesn't leave much for me. I can't even take the job of delegation because all it takes is a word to one of our senior staff and everything will be taken care of for me. Moving in here a few days ago may have very well been the chore that took the most effort from me. And that didn't take any real effort at all.
Yes, Hannah, go buy a mansion in the middle of nowhere. Good idea. Great.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, Hannah. There are no dishes to set aside and busy myself with. Any mess left behind is now nearly non-existent. To sit on a counter while eating cake is supposed to be my next plan. Alas, there isn't even one to finish off, and I don't really know what brought me to the kitchens in the first place. It's not like I'm craving anything else, nor do I have any unfinished business left here. But there's a calling to this room. Speaking of calling, why not do just that? Might as well, since I have nothing else to do. At least that would require some effort on my part. With how cut off from the rest of Luxborn the mansion is, and with how long it was abandoned before I moved in, having a landline is out of the question. The solution is supposed to be our mobiles, though it isn't much considering how spotty the signal is in the area. It'll take a bit of maneuvering to even get a single bar as it is. It takes a bit, as I said it would. I have to park my rear on one of the cold drawers, but that suits me just fine. Another matter that needs my effort is who to call. She who must not be named is certainly off the list. It doesn't leave much in the category of close friends who attended the party, along with the category of who else is awake at this early hour, but soon enough I manage. The call goes through.
Hello, Rebecca Gales
Oh,
here.
I'm calling Becky.
Who's this?
Good morning, Becky.
Hannah? Oh, wait, how did you get my number?
You responded to your RSVP through the phone. It's all saved in here, of course. I thought I'd like to say hi and make plans and get together sometime. Also, I'd love to hear news about your mother and father and about you, my dear. Oh, I hope I didn't wake you up.
Oh, you're good. It's sports day at school today, so I was just prepping for that.
Figures that you'd be a teacher as well. I'm sure your students must absolutely adore you.
Don't know about that.
Mathematics?
History, actually. Anyway, it's real nice to know you've got my number. I was going to ask for yours because Mom wanted to keep in touch.
You could have asked, silly girl. I would have gladly given it to you.
Couldn't, though, because, well, the thing that happened. But really am sorry, though. I gotta run. School, schedule, stuff. Is there anything else you want to say? Don't want to use the mobile while driving.
Oh, of course. I shouldn't keep you. But I wanted to thank you for your company yesterday.
Not a problem.
I was hoping you could thank Zachary on my behalf as well. He was really kind and wonderful.
Well, you can tell him that yourself if you want. I can give you his number.
Oh, no, I don't want to be a bother. Intruding on his privacy.
Pretty sure he'd be fine with it. If you two on a first-name basis and all. So, his number, right, it's...
Also, so static, much to my frustration. Please. Oh, I know what's gonna happen. As soon as the phone goes down, I know what's gonna be there. Please. You can hear it, right? You can hear it, right? The strange clicking noise drowns out most of her words, too. I can barely understand what she's saying. 7876 787 60304. The line completely dies. Oh, it's not there. I can feel a headache coming along. It's just building up, starting from a light throbbing on one side of my head. I'll just say it real quick. The static is gone, and that helps a lot. There's still that incessant, horrible clicking, again and again and again, which doesn't make sense. The mobile's turned off, isn't it? And if it isn't coming from the phone, then where? Thinking about it, I can't help but let my eyes be drawn to the hatch leading into the wine cellar once more. That's when the clicking stops and I hear that crying, that familiar crying from before. What happened the other day when I was told about that no one should have been down there? I tried to forget it because of how it unsettled me so. One can hardly do that when I'm looking at the very thing I'm trying to forget. Somebody's crying down there again, but if I leave it alone, it simply won't stop bothering me for the rest of the day. I might have forgotten to lock it while with the party going on.
This again! If somebody is pulling my leg, I will not be happy.
Well, ooh. True enough, all it takes is a bit of a pull to open the hatch. As I look down the cellar, a sense of uneasiness washes over me. It isn't just a sudden onset of vertigo and nausea, but also the darkness. It's suffocating. As I look down, it feels as if it's looking back at me. I worry that something will suddenly pull me into the deep. Cries drown beneath the shrieks that start echoing in my head, high and shrill like nails being dragged across a chalkboard. They're all screaming, shouting at me. I can just feel her rage. Help me. She wants to drown me, drag me down, crush me into the very depths of darkness until there's nothing left of me. The abyss waits for me. My death, they're all calling for it. This is a nightmare. There's a rope around my neck and I can feel the rest of me being torn apart. And they're still screaming. I'm screaming, but it's not my voice that escapes my lips. It claws through, climbing up, forcing its way up my throat like a putrid bile. A choking gag, yet I scream and shriek all at the same time. And I'm me, but not me. Oh. Oops. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, we are back to this. I accidentally skipped the QT. Okay, so yeah. Okay, I think I did. I accidentally, hold on. Oh, what did that? I kind of fucked that up. Hold on. What did it say? They push me down to their knees before I'm prone and vulnerable on my stomach. It makes me tumble and I can feel my whole body seizing from writhing on the floor. Okay, so that's what that says right there. I accidentally hit F and exit the full screen. Oops. Oh well. Everything and nothing hurts. It feels like I'm on the verge of death. And if I'm not dying, I nearly wish I am actually.
Why are you?
Prince!
Seeing Luke, something snaps back and I'm able to take a gasp of air on my own volition for the first time in what felt like centuries. I would have rejoiced and cried for his name if the pain still did not rack my body. Oh. Sad, all I can do is stare listlessly as he comes to my side and lifts me up, cradling me in his arms. He tries to get me to my feet, perhaps to take me out of here. All he's able to do is get me to sit, make sure I'm not thrashing on the floor. I can still feel my muscles spasm, limbs jerking like puppets on a string. Luke holds me tight and keeps me still so that I do not hurt myself anymore. Whatever it is that happened, it has my mind feeling frayed and battered. Eventually the pain dies down into a dull ache. My own tongue stops feeling like cotton. It's only now that I can feel the wetness on my cheek, tears streaking down my face. And coughing racks my body now that I don't feel like choking. And all feels so horrible. But I don't care. I don't care.
Please.
What happened here? Who did this to you?
I don't know. I'm so sorry.
Shh, it's all right. You're safe now, Hana. You're safe now.
Dot, dot. Now we're gonna be playing as Zachary, I guess, in the next one. I'm curious of what it'll be like if I died from there. So we're gonna do a quick little look-see and see what would happen if I had died. What would have happened? One. Okay. Let's see what that says. The screaming stops and dies down. It's a moment of reprieve and I want to believe that I'm finally safe. But it's quiet. That's quiet. Too quiet. Okay, so that's that. Okay, that's what happens. There you go. That's where we'll end this episode of this video of the letter. We finished off Hannah's storyline, and we're going on to Zachary's side of the story. Oh man, I was curious at how I was going to like Hannah's storyline. It was real good. Hope you enjoyed this. Like and subscribe, and check out other videos I've done. There'll probably be a video and a playlist right here. And hope to see you next time. Bye bye.